what contributed to you having that vision? Why did you not just stick to staying in the United States and, climbing up the social ladder there and not coming back? What made you want to come back and take this mammoth task of developing Africa? Because to be quite frank, Africa is not in the best place right now, and it's going to take a lot of work, in terms as far as Africans are involved to, develop the continent. What made you come back and say, I want to take this task to develop my continent?
Um, from 2011 to 2013, I spent a lot of time upgrading my relationship, right? We grow from people and projects.
Yes.
I was meeting with a lot of people from different continents and different countries, Asians, Brazilians. And I noticed something from them. I noticed that a lot of those guys were doing something in their communities. They were doing something back home. They were doing something geared towards development. And just within the course of my activities in the US, I tend to always ask myself that, what am I doing as an African, right? Everywhere
Yes.
I was going, I was always referred to as an African. I was not referred to as like an African born in the US. I was referred to as an African, a Cameroonian, right? And I always asked, what am I doing to contribute back to Africa?
Yes.
And just having those thoughts, right? And being able to scale up my relationship. I was hanging out with more people that it helped me to understand that in this world, you need to have a purpose. You need to have something that you are giving back to humankind. And I always say this word that our contribution to development or to humankind is the rent we pay for the space we occupy in this world.
Wow.
Understand?
Yes.
So,
yes.
so those thoughts are the main factors that help me to awaken the interest and the passion for Africa. And a lot of people also have that passion, but they complain a lot about Africa is not in the best shape. Well, let me tell you something. If it's not in the best shape, who is going to fix it?
That's true. That's true.
If it is not, if things are not going well, who is going to fix it? Number one is the next generation of young people.
Yes.
Right? And the diasporas have a lot to play. If you look into Ghana last year, 2019, the year of return, look at the track record. Look at what was done. Right? Diaspora people have a lot to play. Now, I'm not saying people also in Africa can do a lot, but people in the diaspora, when we go out, we get comfortable. A lot of Africans went outside with a lot of dreams and goals.
Yes.
But when life gets to them and they get comfortable, they start playing it small, right? I went to the United States with my pocket empty, full of dreams and goals. But if I did not challenge myself and got out of my comfort zone, I don't think I'll be playing in the vital role I am doing today. So it was important for me to understand that I needed to scale up and advance my relationship, to learn from more people, to meet with other cultures, right? And that has really helped me too. And I always ask myself this question: if not you, who else?
Yes.
Right? If there's anything that we see that is a problem and we don't want to partake in that, who else? And
Absolutely.
we need to first get people to understand and have the passion for Africa. This is where we belong.
Yes.
No matter where you are, you don't belong there. This is where we belong, right? And until we get more young Africans and Africans in the diaspora and even Africans in Africa to understand that this is where we belong, right? I am not against going out for greener pasture. I am not against going out to further your education. I'm not against going out to have a better life. But I stand for understanding that Africa, we are not Africans because we were born in Africa. We have to be Africans because Africa is in us. Right?
Wow.
And that is going to really help even our thinking. Like, I started contributing to the development in Africa while in the US. So I didn't have to really be in Africa, right? So you don't need to be here, but you should be doing something that contributes to Africa. I'm talking with
Absolutely.
you now. You are not
Yes.
in Africa, but you are doing something to expose more Africans so we can inspire, right, to grow. That is also very important. We need more of them.
Absolutely. That's fantastic.